Cruise news time. Well, look, I told you yesterday about celebrities, a big plan to restart cruising out of Florida, June the 26th, 2021. And I felt good about it. But 24 hours later, I'm thinking maybe celebrities should have chosen a different state. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lido Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. Well, man, let's just talk about how challenging the cruise restart is really kind of stacking up to be. Today's just going to be a recap of the back and forth between celebrity and the state of Florida. And it's interesting because I think it's going to be a tougher time for cruisers during the next few months. But we'll jump into it. Before I get there, quickly let me invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. Help us get to 100K. Be a part of that number. Thank you in advance. The big news yesterday, Celebrity Cruise Lines going to sell the Celebrity Edge out of Port Everglades, out of Fort Lauderdale on June the 26th, 2021. A big shout out again to Captain Kate. I'm a big fan of Captain Kate. She will be at the helm of the Celebrity Edge. And the way that they're doing it is they're going the vaccine guidance route of the conditional sale order. The vaccine guidance route says that if you are 98% vaccinated crew, 95% vaccinated passenger, that you can skip the test voyage and go directly to paying passengers. And Celebrity Cruise Lines has made the commitment they will be 100% crew vaccinated and 95% passenger vaccinated, and that they will be ready to go June 26, 2021. Well, the big problem is where they picked the cruise out of. So, it's no surprise this celebrity would want to cruise out of Florida, the cruise capital of the world. It's no surprise they want to cruise out of the lovely Port Everglades. But now they got problems. If they want to cruise out of Florida, they run smack dab into the law here in Florida that says that businesses operating in Florida cannot ask someone's vaccine status. And yesterday I said on the show, I feel like this is going to be worked out. I know that they're having conversations behind the scenes, that, even Celebrity has indicated that they're working with the governor's office to try to come to some sort of compromise so that everything is amicable for everybody. But after the show yesterday, there was a statement from the governor's office. They were asked very directly about this celebrity wanting to restart asking passengers their vaccine status. And this is what the governor's office said, or the governor said: companies doing business in Florida, including Celebrity Cruises, should immediately cease to impose such discriminatory policies upon individuals. Companies that violate the law would be subject to a fine of $5,000 each time they require a customer to present a vaccine passport for service. Vaccine passport in quotations. Now, I don't know if this is going to be some sort of semantic thing where if a vaccine passport, is the card that you're given, is that a vaccine passport or is that an immunization card? Can they request an immunization card? Or, are they talking vaccine passport in the way of some sort of digital certificate? I don't know, but the language is there. Vaccine passport, that's the language in the law, I believe. And so maybe this is all solved by calling the thing a different thing, which would be interesting in its own right. But certainly the governor's office saying here that they're aware of what Celebrity is proposing and that they would be in violation. And he, at the end of the statement yesterday, we look forward to seeing Celebrity Cruises set sail in compliance with Florida law. Well, the challenge is if the Florida law is not to ask for proof of vaccine, then Celebrity is in violation of the guidance which allows them to sail in June from the CDC. So you have Florida versus the CDC. It's an old trope. It's one we've been working through for quite a while now. So yes, there could be compliance with the Florida law by not asking for proof of vaccination, but then that would completely knock them out of being able to do this cruise in June. I really think that the cruise lines would not have scheduled this, made this big announcement, made such a big deal about this cruise in June, gone through getting the port agreements, everything that they've done, getting the crew ready. I don't think they would have gone through all of this unless they felt like there was a path to cruising in Florida under their plan, asking for vaccination. But man, there is no indication from the state of Florida that there is going to be a compromise or that there is going to be a bending point. Maybe it will happen. That's what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, because we're less than a month from June the 26th. So my big takeaways from this story, and maybe this becomes the cautionary tale, maybe this becomes the example that everybody else looks at, maybe starting your cruising back up in Florida, if you want to do it the vaccine, the quick path to the restart of cruising, the no test sailing part of cruising, yeah, maybe Florida's not the state. Go somewhere else. Like even Texas, you can go to Texas. They're not pushing that no vaccine down to the private business. That's really just for government organizations. So go to Texas. California is opening up June the 15th. Take it somewhere else, I think, if you want to go this path. So with that in mind, you've got to think that cruising out of Florida is going to be fairly restrictive until something happens with the conditional sail order. Of course, Florida is in court trying to get the conditional sail order thrown out, but the conditional sail order is the framework which cruising will be under, at least for the next few months as it restarts, and it has guidance for unvaccinated folks. It's got guidance for vaccinated folks, and that guidance is drastically different. And so cruising out of Florida, where you cannot ask for proof of vaccine, then the cruise lines have to make some choices. Like I said in the show yesterday, probably the easiest and most equitable choice is to just treat the cruise like everybody is unvaccinated. And if you treat the cruise like everybody is unvaccinated, that will represent the most restrictive form of cruising. That will be mask indoor and out. That will be physical distancing everywhere. That will be limiting how many people you can congregate with. That will be, everything that we've seen in other places that are cruising. And it looks like people are having fun, but there is also a path where cruising doesn't have to be that restrictive, or you're going to end up with that scenario where people can volunteer their vaccine information and go without a mask on the cruise ship. But to me, that's a logistical and a social nightmare, because first you've got to, identify people that are vaccinated versus people that are unvaccinated, and then you have to police that kind of scenario. I feel like if I was running the cruise line and I was presented with a scenario where some people could have some protocols and other people could have other protocols, I wouldn't do that. I would just go with the most restrictive protocols. I think that's what we're looking at here. Like if the cruise lines can never ask for proof of vaccination here in Florida, then I think that the Florida cruising will probably be some of the most restrictive cruising for a while, at least until the conditional sail order expires. And again, that doesn't mean that there won't still be a new set of regulations after the conditional sail order. Let me throw it over to you. Do you think the end result will be Celebrity will cruise and they will ask people for proof of vaccine, or do you think they will be denied and that cruise won't go? It'll have to go somewhere else, or they'll have to go through a test sailing. Leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching the show. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Please show your support by hitting the like button, or on your next cruise, I'm going to force you to dress up for formal night every night. This is Tony with Lido Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.